Hi guys, my name is Mercy and you're welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I really do appreciate all your love and support towards this channel. So guys, I came across a video of a black woman sharing her terrifying story of her running out of gas in a sundown town. Now, if you don't know what a sundown town is, it's basically a place where black people are not safe after dark, not because of anything they have done, but simply because they are not welcome there. I know it's scary, but it's also real. So in today's video, we are going to dive into her story and also what people are saying about the sundown town. But before we do that, please do well to like this video, drop your thoughts in the comments, and of course subscribe to support the channel if you haven't. So now let's get into it, guys.
Imagine running out of gas in a sundown town and you don't even know you're in a sundown town. Story time. For those of y'all who don't know what a sundown town is, let me go ahead and give you a little bit of background real quick. Sundown towns are towns that are majority white. They didn't start off that way, let's be clear. But black and brown people are not safe, not wanted, and not seen in sundown towns. On the lower end of the spectrum, they're not going to serve you, they're not going to acknowledge you, and you're going to get a lot of racial slurs and discrimination, especially at night. On the extreme high other end of the spectrum, you go out there and you don't make it back home. They exist all over the United States. They just don't like to talk about it. Oh yeah, TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. You'll find a lot of these towns in like the outskirts of whatever city you're living in. You may drive through these cities when you're doing road trips and you don't even know that it's a sundown town, but it is. So that brings me to my story. But me and a friend of mine, we were both dancers at the time, and she decides that she wants me to come and tag along with her at this private party. Now, if you've been following me for a minute, even before I started posting story times, I don't play about my money, okay? This was another one of those situations where, because it was her play, I let her handle the logistics of where we were going to be, the deposit, how much we were going to get paid at the party, stuff like that. I can't pinpoint exactly where we were because it was so long ago, but I know that we were in the middle of Tallahassee and Georgia. Like, we were on that line. It took us at least an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 45 minutes, give or take, to actually get to this party. Now, usually when we would do private parties, especially if it's something that I'm putting together, I have everything to a T. So we had been planning for this trip maybe for 4 days. We already knew that we were going to go out there. She had already had the location. Now, granted, it was far, but sometimes when we do private parties, they are on the outskirts, so that's not normal, So we're now on the way to this event. We basically chopping it up with each other. We probably gonna stay about an hour if they not throwing no money. We ended up leaving this side around like 8:30, 9 o'clock. Because we knew we wanted to get to the party at least by 11. That gives everybody time to get there. Our investor had a club out there, so everything was pretty much taken care of, and we were expecting at least 50 to 100 people to be at this club. Upon us getting there, y'all, it looks like nobody's there yet. Like, we getting dressed. We like, okay, maybe, we on CP time, so we know they're gonna be a little bit late. We just getting ourselves together and hoping that when we go out there, our crowd is there. I should have known something though, because this man didn't even have nowhere for us to get dressed and get ready. We had to get ready in his house. Basically, he had like a little hut, almost like a tiny home right next to the club. And the fact that we done got here is damn near 11 o'clock and it's not no people here yet. Like, y'all not even pre-gaming. That was definitely a red flag. And I already know what y'all thinking. You didn't see the scenery when y'all were on the way? No, because I was asleep. The plan was for her to drive there. I would drive back. We finally get dressed. We see people knocking on the door, trying to see us, whatnot. Y'all go inside the club. And we basically delegating to him that he needs to get them together in the club so we could just go out and do our thing. When we walked out of the little house that he had, into the club, y'all, it was nobody in there. It was probably about 5, maybe 6 people in there. Very janky. Like, they didn't have anything together. No drinks, no food. We came with the ones, but it was just like, what is this? And then he started telling us, yeah, we can't have the music too loud. We don't want to draw too much attention to ourselves. And I'm thinking, okay, that's normal. We are kind of in the outskirts. I understand. But now that I think about it, I think he told us that for a whole totally different reason. So we get to dancing and everything, even though it's not that many people there. We like, let's just go ahead and start. And then when people start pulling up, they see what time it is. And they just start adding more fuel to the fire, more funds. Y'all, the little people that was there who was throwing money, they throwing like $10, $20 out of their pocket. Like, it's some BS. I ain't gonna lie. And then it's so janky that they starting to pick up the money that they're throwing, y'all. And now we done got into it with these people because what are you doing? That's not stripper etiquette. What are you doing? Like, literally picking the money up that they're throwing off of the floor, trying to throw it back on us, or just put it in a pocket. Once we started seeing that and we done got into it with these people, we finna go. Because at this point, like, we already by ourselves. We don't have no security. This man is not even advocating for us, and this is his fucking event. And I'm telling her, like, this will never be done again, because I would never, you know, she was always the type that tried to one-up me, but you could never. And that's what that situation was about. Like, I would never have us in no janky-ass shit like this. So we basically pick up the little scrubs, and we get the hell on. Now, y'all remember I told y'all the whole ride there, I'm asleep, because it's an hour and a half. I'm asleep the whole ride. Y'all, we finally get in the car after cussing this man out, get all of our stuff, and we heading back. Now, we probably about 20 minutes into the ride, and I look down, and I'm like, this girl didn't put no fucking gas in my car. None. And at this time, my car was still kind of brand new. I didn't know everything about my car. I have a hybrid. So I'm thinking, like, maybe it'll run off of, now that I'm running out of gas, because I don't have nothing on my gas. Maybe it'll run off of, you know, the hybrid side. Wrong. Y'all, we ended up running out of gas, breaking down at this little gas station. That was the best part about it. Now, we in the middle of nowhere at this point. Like, we can tell we are in a little city, but I don't know where. And it's like abandoned. Like, I'm so scared at this point. I'm looking around paranoid. We get to the door, y'all. The door is closed. It's locked. The shit ain't even it ain't even open yet. I don't know no gas stations that ain't open. You know, it was late. It probably was about 1 o'clock at this point. But some gas stations be open. Y'all, we went to the door. Do y'all know that these people didn't even open until 6 o'clock? Yeah, that's right. So we had to sit there and wait on somebody to get there. Whole time I got my little pew-pew with me, which I take with me everywhere. But I'm scared. I'm paranoid. I don't know where I am. My car is running out of gas. I mean, it's done at this point. And all I have is me, this stupid girl that didn't put no gas in my car. And I'm thinking, I'm praying so hard. Like, God, please, please, please don't let nobody come up and try to be weird with us. And I'm not even thinking Sundown Town. I'm thinking, I don't want nobody to try to harm us. I don't want nobody to try to take us. You know what I mean? Like, not even thinking about no Sundown Town at all. She falling asleep and whatnot. I cannot sleep because, listen, this is uncomfortable for me. So I'm telling her, you need to wake up. Y'all, we have been sitting out there for 3 hours. Now, they said they didn't open until 6, but somebody did eventually come around 4. When the lady get there, she's looking around. She's a white lady, like a hillbilly type. She's looking around. She kind of like trying to figure out, why is this car sitting there? So, y'all, we finally go in the store. We shop around, basically getting some snacks and stuff for the road. And now we getting ready to walk up to her. While we're checking out, she's like, what are you ladies doing around these parts? We let her know we had just came from an event. We're actually just passing through and we're on the way back home. This lady looked us, me specifically, dead in my soul and said, now, I'm going to tell you girls, y'all are beautiful young ladies. And, you know, I know that you guys are just passing through, but do you know where you are? I said, to be honest, no, I don't know where we are. Where are we? And she said just like this. Well, be honest with you girls. You're not safe here. And you're lucky that I'm the one who opened up the store today. I wasn't even going to come in to work today. But I decided I needed some extra money. She also told us, like, listen, don't stop nowhere else. After this, y'all ladies go straight home because I would hate to see something bad happen to y'all. And so that's it for me. You don't got to tell me nothing else, girl. Thank you, bye. Here go this stupid girl. Well, what you mean? What you mean? What happened to us? She said, I don't mean to be rude, but they don't like your kind out here. Now, I'm not like them, but you might want to go head home, honey. Never the fuck again. Looking back on the situation, I'm so thankful and so blessed to still be here. It just shows how protected and covered I am. I'm definitely telling my story to spread awareness because we have truck drivers, we have people that are just passing through that have no clue and no idea. Be vigilant, pay attention, be on your P's and Q's at all times because you never know. If you have a crazy, spooky, unbelievable story that you want to tell, but you want to remain anonymous, feel free to DM me because I am now taking submissions and I will see y'all later.
Actually, yes, there are. There's actually a full-blown website that you can use to locate them so you see where they are. You can select all these different types. You can even click surely just to be 100% positive of where they are in the United States. and it gives you this map. Now, apparently, the little flags are special towns of interest. That's a new feature I was unaware of. If you click on one of them, it'll actually take you through some of the information, not just the place, but some statistic data by the Census Bureau. You can check all of these and more on their website. But yes, they are very much still in effect. It even gives you extra information. So it's not just a thing of the past. Sundown towns are still very much active, still very much in existence. As you saw in that video, they're all across the country still. That was just a website that I happened to stumble across that showed some of the information, so I figured I would share it. I'll also write it down here in the description, that way anybody who's interested can take a look. Some of my other comments are truck drivers who actually said that they had to search that website in order to find out if they could stop along their work routes, actively currently.
Let's tell the truth about sundown towns. Not just what they are, but how they work, how the government helps them, and how entire generations of Black families have learned to survive them. Because this wasn't just local hate, it was policy. And it was everywhere. Sundown towns were places where Black people were told in no uncertain terms, don't be here after dark. Signs at the city limits would warn you, don't let the sun set on you in this town. And it wasn't just a threat, it was enforced. Police would arrest you, neighbors would form mobs. People were run out of town, beaten, and even lynched. And this wasn't just limited to Mississippi or Alabama. We're talking Illinois, Indiana, California, Oregon. Hundreds, likely thousands of these towns all across America. Places that made being Black after sunset a crime in itself. But here's what they don't teach you. This wasn't just angry white neighbors putting up signs. It wasn't just local mobs. The federal government helped to build and maintain these all-white spaces. During the 1930s and 40s, the Homeowners Loan Corporation, they made maps that graded neighborhoods. If Black people lived there, they colored it red, called it hazardous, no loans, no investments. That's redlining. And it locked people in, made sure that Black families couldn't buy homes or build wealth. But they didn't stop there, of course. The Federal Housing Administration required racial covenants in new suburban developments. They demanded that the developers guarantee that those homes would only be sold to white buyers if they wanted those cheap, federally insured loans. It wasn't a suggestion, it was policy. Taxpayer money literally underwriting segregation. White families got the homes, the loans, the equity. Black families got shut out. And if they tried to move in, they risked violence. Because sundown towns didn't just say, don't live here. They said, don't even pass through. And this is where the Green Book comes in. Black travelers needed an entire guide just to stay alive on the road. Victor Green started publishing it in the 1930s because he knew the danger. He listed places where Black people could safely eat, sleep, and buy gas. Places that wouldn't turn them away or call the cops. Or worse, because entire counties could be sundown. A Black family driving across country couldn't assume that they'd be safe anywhere after dark. They planned routes around hate. They planned around survival. That wasn't ancient history. Our parents and grandparents lived that. So don't let anyone ever tell you that segregation was a Southern thing, or that it was just mean neighbors putting up signs. It was written into federal policy, enforced by police. It was mapped by the government and funded by our tax dollars. And when Black families found ways to survive it, they had to publish a whole book just to make it through the country safely. That's the truth. That's the history they try to sanitize. But it's ours to tell. Because if we don't say it out loud, they'll just keep pretending that it never happened. And we're not here to let them forget.
Look here, y'all. Everybody that look like me, y'all be safe out there. If you going somewhere, if you taking a road trip or anything, please know where you are going. Know exactly where you are going. Don't be trying to stop in those little towns to get gas and all this. These sundown town videos that I'm seeing on TikTok is outrageous right now. I knew we had sundown towns, but that many? I just watched the lady tell a man he need to get out her store because it's about to be dark. Literally. And this man is walking out the store, walking down the street, look like, no, man, if you don't get you a damn ride or get back in your car, please, please be safe out there. Because it seems like the racism has gotten worse over the years. You get what I'm saying? Ain't shit changed. Ain't shit changed. It's just in a different form nowadays. Watch yourselves. Watch what you say to people. Watch where you stopping for gas. Them chips ain't that fucking important. You get your ass to a big city and you stop and get you some chips or something. Don't be trying to stop on the side of the road to use the bathroom or none of that. You better get you a cup and in a car. Get what I'm saying? I'm being so serious. I hope y'all listening to me. Please be safe out there.
I'm so glad nothing actually happened to them that night, but the truth is, it could have gone so differently. And the fact that in 2025, we still have places called Sundown Town where Black people are not safe after dark is just so crazy. And it's a reminder that racism isn't just history, it's still here and it's still very dangerous. So please, let's stay aware, let's stay careful about where we go, and most importantly, let's keep having this kind of conversation, because the more we shine light on things like this, the harder it becomes for them to keep existing in the shadows, because nobody should have to live in fear just because of the color of their skin. And that's why I had to put together all of these clips, even the one that was explaining the states where they have sundown town, so that all of us can be careful and to know where to go and where not to go, to know where you are welcomed and where you are not welcomed. Now, that's all from me today. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like this video, drop your thoughts in the comments, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to support the channel. I will see you in the next one. Bye.